Yeah.
for people to pop on.
Super cool.
Well, I even too like to explain a little bit because if somebody comes back and watches.
Yes,
But if it looks like we have the same background, it's because we do.
we
We're,
do.
Yes.
we're sharing our live together.
It's
Let's see if we can create some kind of like
We're gonna go.
universal tunnel here.
We're gonna go into the matrix.
Yeah, just in having a fun collaboration day where we're making some content together. Dave was kind of in town.
Where'd you drive from?
Well, flew into Greenville,
Flew to
South Carolina, and then drove from Greenville to here.
Yeah.
So it's about a
3-hour drive.
about 2.5.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of cops out.
Yes.
So
Well, we are coming up on the most important holiday in America.
yeah, exactly.
So
And I'd like to point out too, a lot of the cops were in church parking lots.
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah, that's one thing that Dave mentioned to me. You know, up north, they have all the liquor stores within like a 100-mile radius, like 100-mile radius. Come down to the
But,
south, yeah, churches. If you throw a rock, you're probably gonna hit a steeple. Somehow.
Yeah, can I get a drink on a Sunday, please?
Yeah. Well, this is awesome. We've got about 7 or so people in here. Thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Just doing a little live here with our friend, Mr. Dave Dorsey from D'Boss Firearms. He is here in the shop with us. We're doing a content collaboration day, just kind of hanging out. Yeah, we thought we'd go live and maybe take some questions, talk to folks.
This
So
is the first time we've done the whole
Yeah.
split screen. I feel like we should be playing like a PS2 game or something.
Also, I feel like this might make a little. We might have to when I go back to my shop, we might have to
Oh, yeah.
sync this up. And
we'll
and
have
this.
to do this again
that-
for sure.
I can imagine it's confusing for everybody looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, what am I looking at?
For
But-
sure. Well, we have 2 cameras set up in the same showroom right now because Dave is here visiting.
Yep.
And yeah, we spent the day making some shorts,
Hi, John.
hanging out, talking business, talking YouTube.
Oh, guys, we have some hilarious shorts that we went through today with Mr. Dave. So
Yeah.
make sure you stay tuned to ours and D'Boss's channel. Also, if you go over to D'Boss's and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. If you like our content, you'll definitely like D'Boss Firearms content. It's very similar. In fact, it's so similar that some of our videos are almost the same.
We take
Without
inspiration
even
from them.
trying.
Without even trying, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's funny because the way we met was I think I commented on one of your videos and I said we really love your videos.
Yeah.
And then you must have come over to see what we were up to and saw
Yeah.
that we were making similar videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously, a few months
but,
back.
You got Texas Made loves the custom AR you guys did for Twisted.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
Thank
that
you,
one
man.
was badass. That
We were talking about him earlier because you were saying he's a super cool guy that you guys got to meet, and it was by
Yeah.
happy chance, right?
yeah, Twista and his crew. If you go and follow any of his stuff, the gun camp, they're just sweethearts of gentlemen. They're the best guys. we had a blast not only making that rifle, but when we actually got a chance to take them out on the range with it. It was probably one of the highlights of our career as a gun shop.
Heck yeah.
So if you get a chance, we do have a 5-part mini series on the channel of making that rifle for Twista. So
Yeah, that's a pretty incredible
That
build.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
But we've been talking to you guys like literally all week, both cameras here. That Dave was going to be down today, so we wanted to make sure we got him alive and kind of shown that we weren't lying. Dave is here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I mean, we're probably a little later than what we would have wanted to go live today. So sorry if you're just sitting down or enjoying a Sunday night meal. But we did a lot of filming today, and like Nate said, a lot of discussion about what we got planned here for the future and future projects and videos and stuff that we're going to collab on and events that we're going to go to. So yeah, stay tuned.
The one big event that's going to be coming up next month is the one for Gun Owners of America, right?
August.
In August.
We're still June.
Yeah,
We're close.
we're very close.
Yeah.
Okay, August.
Yeah.
Middle of August is when Gun Owners of America is doing their big convention in Knoxville, Tennessee, right?
Yep.
So, guys, stay tuned for that because we're going to try and get ourselves together with Dave again and go up to Knoxville to go see the convention and check it out. 'Cause it's going to be our first time attending it.
Yep.
So I have no
It's the
idea.
first-
It's the first one that they're doing it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
First annual GOA convention.
I have
So
no idea what to expect. What do you think is going to be going on?
well, it sounds like we're gonna have a pretty cool range day, and then also the vendors on the sales floor. They do have seminars and things going on, but like we said, we didn't really get an itinerary or know exactly what's
what
going
they're
on.
doing, but you know,
Yeah,
Well, regardless, we'll be there. We'll be there and we'll check it out. And
Yeah.
we'll
We know-
definitely make some content.
Right. we know there's going to be a range day, there's going to be a media day, and then 2 days open
to the public.
to the public for like the general convention.
Yep.
So very, very cool.
Yeah. And I would say if you're going to be there as general public, you'd be able to see us Saturday morning for sure. So
Right.
if you're going to come out to that event, if you're looking at Guns of America, middle of August, it's they advertise the 17th and the 18th.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, then come on out and you could potentially run into us. So
Yes. You get to meet the men themselves, the men from Camo and the men from Oshkosh.
Yes.
Oshkosh sounds cooler.
It does.
Yes. It's
Ours-
a lot cooler.
Ours sounds
It's really difficult telling someone where our shop is.
Yeah.
And then they're like, how do you spell that?
We're like,
Well,
I think it's
exactly like you think. Exactly like you think.
Awesome.
Okay, one thing that
What's up, Keegan?
we definitely need to go over is your big idea that you gave to us and that we kind of taken and ran with for the past month, the gun auctions.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so if you guys, we've said it before on a few of our other lives, Dave is the genius behind the gun auctions. He's been doing this for a hot minute, and he gave us the idea when we went to go meet you and everything. So we have now got it set up with your help. Thank you for helping me because I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. But can you go over from your previous experience with the auctions and like how it kind of runs so people can hear it from you?
Sure. So the auctions that we run, they're done monthly, and it's an added service that we add because we can't always buy the firearm that you're looking to sell. And there's probably a bunch of reasons why we can't or we don't want to. But if you're still looking to offload that firearm and you're trying to do it in a safe manner, the auctions are the best way to go. So we offer that. The guys here at the King of Camo offer that. So if you're looking to offload your gun and you're looking to get more than what a shop is willing to pay for it, the auction is the way to go. Even with the auction fee that we have to charge to cover our expenses and our costs,
Right.
you're still going to come out way more than what I could ever offer just over the counter for you. So make sure if you're looking to offload a firearm that you check out the auctions either with King of Camo or our shop. You can always ship the guns to us
Yeah,
if it's
absolutely.
cost effective. If you've got a giant collection, which we love, show up with a cube truck. And then if you're close enough to me, I'll show up with a cube truck. So, but yeah, the monthly auctions is it's a great way for you as customers to get the value out of the firearm, more out of it than you would just selling it to a shop, and it's more safe than just selling it on the street. So that's why we got into auctions, and it's been very successful for us. We've been through 27 auctions now.
Good Lord. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we can finish our first.
Yeah.
But as far as the way we ran it and everything with the guns that we have on the wall, I mean, we got some pretty cool guns that some people around the community came
Yeah.
by and dropped off from us. Like one customer, our good friend Dan, came by and dropped off like how many? Like 2, 5,
Six.
6 or 7 guns.
Yeah.
Just to put up on the wall.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, the community kind of response for us wanting to do the auctions.
Absolutely. You get to find collections that they get to come through your door. You don't even have to go looking for them, which is neat on our end. We did have a guy come in that was selling his grandpa's collection, and his grandpa had visited Ducks Unlimited banquets in the 80s, won guns at the banquet, and then literally just stored it. It's sat in a closet since the 80s.
Nice.
We still have the original documentation from the Ducks Unlimited banquet. And then he also owned a tavern, this grandpa did. And in lieu of tabs being paid with cash, he would take guns. And same thing, he would take them and then just store them in the closet. So we got an opportunity to get a nice big collection come through the door in a valuable, just pristine, I would say a little more on the rare side,
Right.
harder to come by collection. And we moved 3/4 of that collection for him already in the first auction. And he's very happy because it was way more than what he was expecting. The bidder who won on it, they all got really good deals. So everybody wins in the end. The auction is the best route to go if you're looking to offload your firearm.
Yes, and something that we've kind of decided that we're going to do here at the King of Camo on our next auction is we are going to offer some of the custom guns
Yes.
that
There you go.
we have here in the shop.
Just don't touch any Nate.
Yes. Our first ever live we did with Dave. I think we had picked up a gun, or no, the first ever live that we did. Dave texted us like right after we got over because it got shut down for some reason. I had no idea why. And it's because I picked up a gun, and YouTube said, "No, you can't do that." So now, y'all have a really cool way around that.
Yeah.
But I just do my best Vanna White impersonation whenever I go through. So
Yep. For us, I've got the little Mickey Mouse pointer hand that
Yes,
my
that's
daughters
fantastic.
let me. So
well, Dave, now that you're here in the shop, now that you've seen everything as far as like all the custom work, which one is your favorite?
you're gonna put me on the
I
spot.
am. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Because,
I don't think I've asked you that like all day. So
yeah. Well, I'm a simple man. Um, jeez. I like what is the Spartan build down here?
okay, so that one is Rainier Arms Spikes Tactical. We'll move the Red Bull out of the way. Red Bull, if you're watching, sponsors. This guy is one of Nate's favorites. We call it the Shorty Spartan because it is a very short AR pistol length rifle here. This thing was done up by Nate with a cool battle distress design. You got some blood splatter, put onto the helmet and everything. It is very, very loud, and it spits a massive fireball that you can be accurate for your first shot, but you're not going to be accurate after that. So
Yeah.
Obviously for your first gun, you probably don't want, unless you have an unlimited budget, you probably don't want to go get something crazy expensive because after you shoot it, you may realize that you want something different.
Right.
And so, there's always that.
But I'm just gonna give the little trope that
Yeah,
we always give because
sure.
you're almost identical to what we would say. If you're a woman and you're coming into our shop, you will not find a snub nose 38 with pink grips.
No.
You might find a snub nose 38, but it's not. We are not going to sell you pink grips, pink camo stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to get the right firearm in your hands, and then I will make it whatever color you want. And you guys are going to do the same.
Yeah.
So a lot of women will come in and they'll get that Ruger LCP or the LC9, and it's
very snappy gun.
it's very, I don't want to say it's terrible.
Well,
It's bad.
Ruger, we like it.
Yeah, but that was their answer to like a pocket pistol.
Right.
So, but you'll find if you hate the gun and that's the first one that you get, that you're probably not going to come back to shooting or firearms again. You're just going to think that that's how they all are.
It's gonna be like a turn off for you. Like you don't want to do anymore because you're like, oh, that's how this is gonna happen. I don't want to.
Yep. And with us, we've got Dustin, our gunsmith, our resident gunsmith and pistol instructor. So we always recommend Dustin has a bunch of different models at his disposal.
Right.
So head out with Dustin to his range, his private range for some private time. Shoot a bunch of different types and calibers. If you don't have access to a pistol instructor, well, then if you got an indoor range that you can
Right.
go rent the gun at, that's what we would recommend. So for us to, you're going to do the same thing as me. We're not going to blanket, go get a P365. Well, you might hate that gun.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a few models to look at, but like, Glock makes a few, like the 43X is a smaller concealed carry pistol, SIG 365, a smaller Frank concealed carry pistol. And they're all good, but it depends on who you are and how it fits you and how best you are with the type of weapon system.
Right.
So again, like you said, it's all person dependent.
Yep.
So
And you know,
Thanks,
there,
Francisco.
there's always the other factor too of when you say when I'm looking for my first concealed carry gun, the next follow-up question we're going to ask is how do you plan on carrying?
right,
And uh, you know, men and women very different in how they will carry. Also, women have way more options than men do. They have leggings, they have purses, they have blouses, they have sundresses, they have garters, belly bands. There's way more options for women. But again, it's one of those you got to find a store that'll let you try those things out.
right.
Yeah.
So it's hard for every body type is different, right, Nate?
Sure.
No body shaming here. So
If you can't tell, every single one of us love food.
they took me to a phenomenal barbecue place today, by the way.
Yeah, we went to
Yes.
I don't know if we can shout them out or
Big
not.
Oh, yeah,
D's.
Big D's
Big
barbecue.
D's Barbecue for those of you who are local in Georgia. And
mean-
for those of you who don't know that we're here local in Georgia, we're in Cumming, Georgia. So right by Big D's Barbecue.
Right.
We frequent that location.
Well, we knew
quite often.
our fine gentleman from Wisconsin had to get some good
Southern barbecue.
barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, I was this close to eating your leftovers. I'm just saying. But
I didn't have leftovers.
it's fine.
Couldn't find a G19X in black locally, so it settled with the full size 217. Okay, Francisco. Well, we can definitely, if you still want to get one, give us a call. We can paint it black for you.
For the 19X, do they make it in black?
They
I think
don't
that's
make it in
all
black.
FDE,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's
A lot of them, yeah, no, I think
it's no, they're
pretty much all FD,
it's
right?
only in the FD.
But with both of us, if you're from Wisconsin or if you're here in Georgia, we can change it to whatever color you want. If you want neon pink instead, it's. I think we have some in the back.
If you go back and look at some of our coatings videos, Robbie did a Microtech out the front knife with little penises on it. So if you want that on there,
yeah, little micro penis action.
yeah,
Exactly. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Tommy's
cool.
up in Minnesota. Hey, here you go.
Well, you should definitely go see
Go see
D'Boss.
Dave.
heck yeah,
Dustin.
That's cool.
straight shot over.
Yeah. Well, that's what we flew.
Well, we made
flew
that
to St.
drive.
Paul.
We
Yeah,
made that
we
drive.
drove. So,
Well, hey, about samesies,
Right.
3
You want to
hours.
see a Glock?
yeah, we can go over
Well,
here.
here's a Glock that did the Glock sell in the auction?
No, it's going to be rolling over into the next one.
So here's a Glock that will be selling in our next auction. It's a Glock 19 with no light.
Guys, everything on that wall is except for the Stover Uplander Supreme right there, that double, that side by side shotgun. That one did sell. Everything else, the reserves did not get met. And by next Saturday, if they have not moved, they will be going into the next auction. Second.
Yeah, we got some cool guns in the auction. Here's an AK, never been fired, still in the box, got box and docks. We have a Spikes Tactical Snowflake Special.
Nate, that gold and black one looks pretty neat.
Yeah, the gold and black one's pretty cool. You have a nice budget. Check this one out.
And Ryan, you said you're going to make an adjustment on the future auctions.
Yes.
That
Hello, Jeremy.
it'll be a little more.
Thank you for visiting us.
It'll be
We'll see.
easier to
It'll be-
see the reserve price. High-end would go for it.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm super excited.
Very cool.
Because we have a few different guns that just got put in, like that sniper rifle, that LAR, and that FNX 45. Those are all brand new going into the next auction, so those will all be up. Plus some shotguns that are going to go. So
Cool.
very cool. This one is the animated M1A SOCOM that fires blue energy pulse beams. So if you ever played Borderlands, if you've seen the previous lives, this one is a customer's gun that we did it for him, but it's done in Nate's kind of animated thing.
I was going to say, do you have a name for that?
Which one?
This type of coating?
It's kind of well, most of them have been Borderlands themed. We'll show you guys. I saw that Tawny just asked about the blue and pink gun, so we'll show you guys here up close. We painted this gun emo. and then we can help you out with that. And the process is really simple. You just take your gun to your local FFL if you're not in town, and ask them to ship us the gun, and we will receive it, do the work, ship it back to them, and you can go pick it up there.
Cool,
Let's
cool.
see. Guys, this is your time too to ask questions because you've got wealth of knowledge with both of these gentlemen, and then I'm just here to look nice.
Yep.
So ask away if you have questions about anything regarding transfers or coatings or anything like that. We can try and help you out as much as possible.
Also, it's funny to me or worth noting that there's a similar dynamic
Yeah.
with you and Ryan, with me and Dustin.
Yeah, if you guys
Yes.
haven't seen Dustin, he's a very tall feller.
Yeah, he's a large man.
Yep.
It's a big human.
I mean, it's nice to look at somebody eye level, Nate.
Whenever Nate needs that gun down, I get it. Yeah, you get off.
It's either that or climb the table. What do you guys carry out and about? Favorite concealed carry? Well,
Well, let's go round table. Nate, you go first.
my concealed carry is the SIG P365.
But yours is a little bit more decked out than a stock model.
Yeah, it's not a regular P365. In fact, I think the only original part in that left is
It is. I guess it's not bone bare stock. It's got a cool custom paint job.
it does, but yeah, I mean, Glocks are great guns. We all know that they're very reliable. They go bang when you need them to.
Honda Civic.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, what about you?
High Point C9. The
Good Lord.
so it. I'll share one. That I carried. I'd probably get shit on for it, but I carry consistently a Kimber Ultra Carry 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice gun.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it.
Well,
So-
as far as the frame though, what's your thought process behind
So
the Kimber?
sure, the biggest thing for me was accuracy. It had nothing to do with that old saying that it's got knockdown power, 45's the Lord's caliber.
Oh,
Yep.
back-to-back World War champs.
Yeah,
That kind
no,
of
it was it wasn't about that. It was about the fact that it was the only compact pistol that I ever fired that was just as accurate as the full size.
Okay, nice.
So for me, it was accuracy. If you were going to talk about taking a hostage shot or whatever, I hate to say it, my 1911s are probably the only thing that I would ever trust to that.
Do you get to hostage situations?
No, but that's why honestly, I'm probably going to switch up in a little bit, and I don't even want to say what I'm going to switch to because I'm sure I get
Oh.
even more hate for that.
What? Okay, you alluded to it. What? Give me a hint. What are you supposed to do? He doesn't want to say.
No, I don't want to say.
doesn't want to say.
But my next thing that I'd like to switch to would be optic ready.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's
I-
I'm in the same kind of camp. Like for me, whenever we went to the IB 8888 range day, we got to go to the SAR booth, SAR USA.
Mhm.
I love the way those things feel in the hand. As far as
SARs
price
are really.
point,
I like
Okay.
SARs.
I think I
If
can
we
switch to that.
if we could talk about SAR for a second.
Okay.
Because I feel the same way. So when the height of the pandemic was happening, and we were getting orders for VP9s, couldn't get them. But
Right.
one day we got in a VP9, and then we got just the regular SAR 9. We held them next to each other. It was the same
Right.
thing.
That's where I was coming
Yeah.
from.
So it's the exact same thing. SAR nailed it with their design. Their barrel can withstand 80,000 rounds. The Meta is designed for their military, and that's optic ready.
Right.
So we've handled all of that. But what I will say, this is, we talked about this before too. I've never really crapped on any company.
Right.
So no.
Yeah.
SAR.
Well, I mean, if Devin was here, Devin would say Canik. And SAR and Canik both made in Turkey. Turkey's producing a lot of stuff now. So,
absolutely has nothing to do with it. SAR was going through a buyout and wasn't letting any of the customers, i.e. me, know that they were going through a buyout. And when we needed to fulfill an order that was multiple handguns, multiple magazines through SAR, we couldn't get a hold of our sales rep. We couldn't get a hold of the customer service department. They gave us no notice that they were going to go dark for a certain amount of time.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it made life very hard for us for a customer that we guaranteed that we could provide them that pistol.
Right.
Our SARS rep has since left SAR and told us, gave us all the inside dirt on it. I won't go over it here. But we told them I will probably never order through SAR again.
Oh wow.
Their pricing, they will do one price per one show and then
Right.
sell the same gun for a different price at a different show. And it didn't line up. I think there's some ethical issues, but the gun itself, if you get your hands on one, the gun itself is a pretty darn reliable gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, shift
I
gears
like
with
this R9. I think it's like a better version of a Glock.
Yeah. Well, shifting gears with that, you mentioned Canic. What about Canic though? So we've got a bunch of Canics in the shop. Devin absolutely loves the Canics. I mean, and I think Tony is asking about the Canic in the chat too.
Yep.
For subsidiary.
I own a TP9
Yeah.
SF Elite. I love it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome gun. Out of the box, I think bang for your buck. I don't think there's a better gun you can buy out there.
In agreement.
Yes, 100% agrees. Canic is killing. SAR would be a close second because their SAR 9X is
It's a super sexy gun too.
and it's ready.
Yeah.
You
Right.
get that case, you get that carrying case, and everything you need in it is even tool wise, everything you need is there. But Canic just or Janik,
Yannick.
whatever,
You haven't seen my short on that. Go check that out.
however you want to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I think they're killing it too. And to just even get that base model TP9 SF is a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great gun. It's a great gun. We've seen quite a few Metes come through here.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we just did a pretty cool paint job on one.
Oh yeah, we
It
did
was
the
the Air Jordan.
Nate did an Air
the Air
Jordan.
Jordan.
thing.
I saw
theme,
that,
paint job. That was a tricked out.
It was
What was the name of that? Wasatch.
Wasatch.
We were
But
apparently
we were pronouncing
butchering
it wrong.
it. Butchering it.
Xana from our previous live post, we were pronouncing that terribly. I guess it's because of
Wasatch Arms.
Wasatch. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But they make super cool parts for a Canic build out, like race model parts
Oh,
with compensators.
Yeah.
Right? It looks
like
super cool.
it's a comp that you can add to the frame using the pick rail, and then it gives you an additional pick rail below it.
Have you gotten asked to do the Miami Nights
Yeah.
version?
Miami Nights. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because those were stupid hard to get a hold of.
Oh, yeah.
For a while.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and I mean, is that a limited edition thing?
It is, but you kind of did your own play on it for the Dega Boys, our other YouTube channel that we collaborate with on Tom's AR. You did Sunrise on one side, Sunset on the other side.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
the
Texas Mate says Air Jordan was my favorite one. Dope, man.
Heck yeah.
the opinion on the G3.
The Taurus G3.
Yeah.
Well, are you a Taurus fan or do you not like Taurus?
Country ass rebel says should grab a police officer's service weapon. I pay taxes, which essentially means I own it. Really, is that what you think?
Great logic. Go do it.
Let me.
You might end up on the news for all the wrong reasons.
Wow. How are you not in jail right now?
Let's see.
To be honest,
G3.
have you seen? He's saying G3 tactical with a threaded barrel,
Is he saying the Taurus G3?
but
I don't think I've seen.
I don't think I've-
G3X has a threaded barrel.
I've not seen one with a threaded barrel.
For me, Taurus is not my cup. of
It's not
tea.
top of the line.
It's not.
if-
It's not one of my choices I would go to.
If this helps you out, the G2 series, which basically just shorter version of the G3,
Right.
is on a poster in the ATF's office because this is one of the most used guns in crime.
Really?
Yes, ATF agent just told us that one.
Wait, say that again.
The Taurus G2 is on a poster in their office as the top 3 most used guns in a crime.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it.
And we make the joke about the yeet cannon. Yeet. That you can just throw it in the river when you're done with it.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, anybody watch river magnet fishing videos?
Oh,
They're always coming up with a high point.
But I mean,
Let's see.
but in terms of that if it's reliable for you and if it's best for you, again, try it out, see how it works, see if you like it, see how it feels. Because we don't want to knock it because it might not fit me, it might not fit Nate or Dave, but it might fit you.
I mean, I think that
So-
gun is really more for the budget conscious person.
Yes.
There's a lot better guns, just $50 more than that gun that you could get, even within $100.
How is nobody even asking or talking about the PSA dagger?
The
I'm
PSA
kidding.
dagger is the best deal in the world right now.
Yeah.
How much are they? 279, 269?
It certainly fluctuates,
Yeah.
especially if you're buying frame and slide separate.
Yeah.
But the package deal to get with 10 mags,
Yeah.
which
It's
I always say that to anybody that's buying a gun, especially like a new model gun that you've never had before. Like, what's the number one accessory that you're probably going to go buy?
Extra
It's
mag.
more
Mags.
bags. And PSA is just killing it with that range bag, more mags. The price point on it is better than a Glock.
I can't even count how many transfers, just
Yeah.
transfers alone that we've gotten.
It's
for the
every
PSA.
day.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's every day for us.
Yeah. So the PSA dagger, really, I mean, it's a great everyday carry pistol. And in my opinion, it's significant, even though it's basically a Gen 3 Glock, it's way better. It's got a better trigger, got a better grip. And they offer it optic cut. You know, there's a lot of advantages to getting that gun right now because it's a great gun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people love it. Another gun recently was that Thesis PX4, is it?
Yeah.
We
Yep.
just sold that to a customer the other day. It came in and I got to play with it a little bit, and I couldn't believe how good it felt in the hand.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like an HK. It reminded me of like that grip module, that grip thing.
Right.
I kind of I like the Springfield XD line personally, and it kind of reminded me of a
Sure.
little bit nicer than a XD kind of.
And you know what's weird about the Springfield XDs? They're just not sexy.
Right,
You know, they're great guns,
they're
Yeah.
great guns.
Thesis,
but
it's
but they're just like they're not good secondhand sellers.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when they come in for auctions.
Yeah, so the model of that gun was the Thesis TX9.
PX.
TX9. It was a cool.
That has the flat trigger, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yes, it does. It has the flip.
has a flat trigger. It's 15 rounds, 15 round mag. It's kind of like a subcompact. Great gun.
Yeah, like capacity 18+1.
Yeah, the beaver tail safety on the XD. If you don't get a proper grip on that gun, it won't fire. Yeah, sure.
I kept seeing someone ask about the CCP01. What are your guys' opinion on that?
The 320 Spectre Comp. Yeah, that's a very nice gun for sure. Sexy gun. Wire clock's most efficient but boring.
Because they're the Honda Civic firearms.
Yes,
That's the
it'll
exact
get you where
thing.
you need to go.
They will get you where you need to go, and you can upgrade the crap out of them, and they'll run for like 40,000 miles.
What do you all think about the G3C? Well, we just kind of talked about it. The G3C, you know,
Budget
it's kind of
friendly.
a budget gun. You know, I mean,
Yep.
obviously, we're not going to knock anybody for, you know, if they're looking to protect themselves, you know, or they want to exercise their Second Amendment right. We're not going to knock anybody because they don't have the budget to go get a nice gun. But if you do have the budget, there are better guns within $50 to $100 of that.
Right. We actually had a instance near our shop. Like we live near the college, and there's been somebody that's been breaking into people's houses and like standing over them as they sleep.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That just gave me
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Scary.
Bro.
So we've
Somebody
been
gonna die.
yeah. Well, we've been getting people that's happened to coming in the shop,
Oh my God!
and unfortunately they have to go budget friendly. And again, for something in that case that it's I'll say with quotes nightstand gun because you have to store it properly.
In Wisconsin,
Yeah,
in Georgia, you can leave it wherever you want.
Yeah.
you don't have the ATF Youth Handgun Act here.
No, no.
Well,
Well, I mean, yes, of course,
Safety
of
Act.
course. Look, yeah, if
Yeah,
you have kids in
right.
the house,
well,
um,
the way that it works for Wisconsin is if it's not, you're responsible for securely storing it. So even if you don't have kids and somebody breaks into your house and it's laying on your nightstand or in your nightstand drawer and they just grab it, well, and they go kill somebody with it, you're partly responsible for
I think you'll find that it's part of Georgia culture to leave one on the coffee table,
that. Sure.
on the kitchen table.
Yeah, shower gun. Think guys,
I'm not.
Thank you, Tyler.
you might need a
We
shower.
appreciate people like you.
Guys, I said it once. If you haven't already, subscribe to D'Boss. I'm on both screens. That's pretty cool. Go over to D'Boss as well and subscribe because they've got some awesome content. But when it comes to differences, let's talk about that for a second. We're about as far south as you can go in the country, and y'all about as far north as you can go in the country. As far as differences and the people that you see every day in your store as opposed to us, our shorts have kind of been on the same spectrum because we have a lot of the same people that come in, but have you seen differences?
Like a change in clientele since the shorts.
Yeah.
Boy, no. Well, the short answer is yes because you're bringing in more. The
Right.
shorts, YouTube has been fantastic for us. It raises awareness of our brand, and people want to come and be a part of it and experience it. And that brings all kinds of people.
Mhm.
I will say that. And let's just say it's the gift that keeps on giving because I get to make more shorts.
Yes. Well, recently, we've also kind of experienced an uptick in subscribers coming to the shop because they just discovered that we're here.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of cool. Local people. We had a guy. He literally lives like less than a mile away as the crow flies. He's been watching us on YouTube for 2 years and had no idea
Right.
that we were right here.
Yep.
And so when he came into the store, he was like looking around and he was like, "Oh my God, it's just like on YouTube." You know? He
It's
was
funny. I said the same thing when I walked.
he was freaking out a little bit, and but it was cool because we've also had a customer drive here from Greenville, South Carolina on his day off.
Yep.
This guy.
Well, you too. Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah.
Yep.
No, like a subscriber just been watching us for a few years and
Right.
decided to, yeah, I'm gonna go take a drive up to Cumming, Georgia.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Just to come see us. So we definitely appreciate that.
Oh, one thing though, guys, the shorts, they're based off of events, but they are satire.
I didn't feel like I had to explain that.
We have to explain it.
I think we have to
Some
explain
people-
it because some people are getting a little too bent out of shape.
If you don't know
Yeah.
what that satire word means, go back and look in the dictionary.
But they are definitely based in realness. Like some of them, at least a lot of our early versions of shorts have definitely we did them verbatim of how it really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of our most popular videos is happened to me. A guy came in. He was trying to tell me how much of an expert he was with 1911s, and
Oh, he
Ra-
really wants to let you know.
he ran security. And I mean, he was rambling on telling me this stuff, and he literally walked in with a gun in his hand. I was all by myself, and this was very early on, early days of the gun store. I'm like, I don't feel right about this.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, here, I need some service done on it. And he goes to rack the slide. He's got a loaded mag in.
Oh, God.
And he's shaking. He's racking the slide and he's shaking and he lets it go forward real slow. Instantly jam. Anybody that knows a 1911, you can't just let it go forward slowly. Jammed it instantly. Couldn't clear the jam, but he was trying to clear it with the loaded mag in it. And I'm like, I just said,
Stop.
dude,
Stop.
no.
Stop.
And we did that video verbatim of how it happened, and that's one of our best, or most viewed videos.
Well, same. I think our the Supreme douchebag customer short that we did is our best performer. Oh man, some of you guys in the comments are just retarded. We appreciate all the positive comments, the genuine questions, you guys talking about your penis size and all that other stuff. Man, y'all can go take that somewhere else. So if you're gonna make a comment like that, we're just gonna go ahead and block you for life. You won't ever be able to make a comment on here. You won't be able to join the conversation if it's something that you actually want to partake in. You won't be able to do that. So think about that before you post something again, okay? Appreciate you guys.
We got an awesome question from Frank Woods. What is the difference between a straw purchase and buying a gift for a relative?
Which, by the way, we created a short on this.
Yep.
And read it verbatim of what the law was, and didn't have to give any interpretation, and people still don't understand it.
Yeah.
So
Let's hash it. Let's go with. So if it's me, and you guys have no idea who I am, and you guys are working behind the counter, and I come in, and it's me, and it's my wife, Savannah, and we walk in, and I'm like, hey, I want to buy a gun for her birthday. Is that allowed? If I'm buying the gun, but it's going to go to her, is that allowed?
well, so here's where the water gets a little muddy.
Yep.
Because everybody has their opinion and different. And honestly, that part is actually technically up to the shop.
Right.
So some shops will go, we know you, but in that case, if we don't know you, then we would say, if I really need to make that sale, I'm going to say, no problem. You're both going to do a background.
There you go. And so, and I bring that up because I've had that happen before with a lot of people asking me that, and that is the answer. Each shop is different. It's up to the people behind the counter when it comes to something like that, because at the end of the day, that person may have a very clean background check. They could have the money. They could be ready to buy it. But if you have a bad feeling, or if you don't want to sell them the gun, you don't have to sell them the gun.
Right.
You don't have to do it.
And in the state of Wisconsin, and I know it varies state by state,
Right.
personal sales are allowed. So that's still, even though it's not like, a gift, it still makes that less of a gray area, that you can go purchase the firearm and then literally hand it to the person you want to give it to. Please don't do it in my store.
Right.
But you can literally go do that. You go home, wrap it, put it under the Christmas tree, and gift it.
And that's same thing. We could do everything. I could go in here, and it could just be me, and I could buy a 1911, and I could walk out to the parking lot, and my brother could be there, and I could be like, "Hey, go, dude."
So
Merry Christmas.
speaking of legal matters, Captain Zombie here says he wants an automatic shotgun, and Hard Rocker responded that autos are illegal. Autos are not illegal if you go about it the legal way.
Yes. It's very
You
expensive.
can own a full auto shotgun, and you can own a full auto rifle. You can own a full auto pistol. It is simply a matter of filling out the correct paperwork and sending it to the ATF and awaiting approval.
I'm
after you've
paying a
paid
nice chunk of change.
I was going to say, you are a baller, because the cheapest that we saw was that stupid little Mac 11,
Mhm.
and that was $43,000.
Yep.
No.
But didn't you see an MP5 that was a full auto a while back, and didn't that retail
It was like 66.
$66,000?
You know what's a phenomenal alternative? G-Flex triggers.
G-Flex triggers.
Absolutely.
And speaking of which,
Wink, wink.
we talked about the PSA Dagger. We were talking about G-Flex triggers. Guys, you can go to either one of our websites and you can click the affiliate links. We do have affiliate links for those vendors. So if you go to the King of Camo, it's kingofcamo.com, right?
KingofCamo.com.
Go to the kingofcamo.com, click on their affiliates link. You're going to see all the affiliates for them. And there's promo codes and discount
Promo
codes.
and everything. It's right
Yep.
there. Just click on one of the logos, like you'll see their picture, their logo. Click on it, takes you straight there.
But before you do that,
There you go. Now you're both.
make sure you are followers over at the King of Camo. Make sure you go over to D'Boss Firearms and give them a subscribe. And if you guys over at D'Boss would like to come join us, come give us a subscribe. We'd appreciate that.
We highly recommend this content.
Yes, highly. Because I think we genuinely want to help people. Here at the shop, we do custom work. But we also have a passion for this, right?
Yep.
So
We have a very similar mission statement.
yeah,
It's customer service first.
definitely.
Yep.
And I think you'll find that we're some of the friendlier people you'll find behind the gun,
Especially in
the
the
gun
gun
store
community.
desk, just because we know what it's like to be on the other side. I remember
Yeah.
my first gun purchase experience. It was not great.
No.
And I've had many since that were not great. And so we try to avoid that kind of stuff here at the shop. We listen to your needs primarily, and then we respond accordingly.
Well, what about this? Because a lot of people have kind of asked, we're a coating shop. Hey, D'Boss is a coating shop. Aren't we supposed to be competitors?
No,
No.
no, we're allies.
Yeah.
We're allies.
You grow better together than standing alone.
Yep. Well, that's true. And also, if you really think about it logistically, like we're a business in the south of the country, you're a business in the north of the country. Your local customers are not going to be competition or any kind of competition for us that we're losing. We're helping each other. In fact, we're getting people from the north to watch videos from the south, and we're getting people from the south to watch videos from the north, which is really cool. Which, by the way, we have a couple of really funny shorts coming about north and south
If
stuff.
we haven't said that before, watch our shorts. And the other cool thing is I have a very good customer of mine that's actually moving down here. It will become a frequent customer of yours.
Awesome.
Brad, if you're watching, make sure you stop in the shop.
Yeah, Brad, we want to see you here. You need to come get your subscribe sticker.
Yeah. I know he's subscribed to you too. So,
That's awesome.
So he's earned it.
Yeah, you need to come pick up your sticker, brother. Let's see here. We've got some questions.
Oh yeah, they keep coming.
You guys like refinishing, and also I tried to put on a body kit on a Norinco SKS and wasn't ready. So how much would it cost to get that fixed? Well,
What'd you do to it?
It depends what you
What
did.
happened to it?
Or what didn't you do?
Yeah,
Bring in a
if
box
you're-
of parts,
Tyler, if
fix
you're
it.
local to us, just stop by the shop during shop hours with your gun and all the parts, and we'll take a look at it. We'll tell you what we can do.
Or send me an email. Give me a call. I hope you got that way too.
I saw a question on there before that Nate would probably be good at answering was does the coating affect the internals when you're coating it?
So that's a great question, actually. There's a lot of people out there who will coat your gun fully assembled.
We've seen it.
Yikes.
We
Yikes.
have
That's
seen
not a
it.
professional paint job. You
Yep.
can certainly rattle can your gun, but that's not recommended. Paint can get into areas that will cause malfunctions. It will affect certain tolerances. So here's what we do at the shop. And this is what every quality refinisher does. They completely disassemble your firearm, every pin, spring, detent, and screw. Then all the parts are degreased and sandblasted. Only then will they be recoated. And when they're recoated, they're using something like Duracoat or Cerakote, which is specifically made for firearms. It's a significantly better finish than what comes with the gun.
Oh yeah.
From the factory. Now, some guns are coming Cerakoted, but for the most part, mass-produced guns are, dipped in like a nitride or an oxide finish. It's a chemical coating, and that can be easily penetrated by moisture. Especially like here in Georgia, we have a very humid climate.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you really?
Dave's feeling it today.
Yeah.
Um,
It's hot out there.
So with the humid
98,
climate
90.
and the temperature changes, you're going to get condensation on your parts in the safe, regardless of how good your safe
Yeah, I
is.
got condensation on my parts.
Yikes. That's when you Cerakote or Duracoat something, you're gonna definitely protect it a lot better.
I'm gonna screw something up here, but I'm gonna see if you guys know what it is. That Country Rebel asked, $800 or less, 1911 EDC that holds 13 rounds. I had thought for the longest time, Para was the only one that made the double stack 1911.
Right.
But somebody has just come out with a double stack 1911 that's around the $500 mark.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys remember who that was. Dustin found it and showed it to me, and it might be TSAS.
Yeah, TSIS is coming out with a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I just saw a rifle the other day that
From them,
seen before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, TSIS.
For that
I mean,
price
their
range,
1911
yes.
is nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice 1911. A little bit of polishing on a few parts, and
Right.
she's smooth as heck.
That's what I got. Takes its time to revenue.
Yep.
Okay.
or a custom mat here. It's
Let's
definitely
see
an
what else we
Instagram
got. Imagine spending 50 grand just to go through $3,000 of ammo.
Huh.
That's
I mean, if you got the money,
It's very
you
true.
know.
Here you go. 102 degrees in Texas. Everybody, tell us what temperature it is by you.
Yeah.
Make me feel better or worse. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because it's a little bit of a hop of the day.
Yeah, I was just at Charleston at Isle of Palms Beach, and it was 105. No, thank you.
Dave, do you like our nice weather that we have on here?
Not really.
If you just wait till if you wait like till tomorrow, it'll be like 40 degrees and freezing in the morning.
Keegan asks if I can ask a question. Do you also do signature like craving?
Engraving on the gun itself.
Oh, engraving on the gun itself. Yes, we absolutely do that here.
So we both do engravings, but we do different types of engravings.
Right.
You can do both. I can only do one. I've got the CO2 version engraver, so best I can do on metal is remove the surface coating.
Finish, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So and you can actually do penetrating engraving.
Yeah.
So you have a wider range than what I do,
Mhm.
but I don't necessarily need to do what you're doing. But in your area, your laser engraving, you're what, the only one within 30, 50 miles?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, there are other people who attempt to do this,
Mhm.
but one, they don't have an FFL. We just learned
Yes.
the other day a local trophy shop has been engraving guns for years, and
Not supposed to do that.
not knowing
Right.
that they required an FFL.
That's a
Guys,
felony. Don't do that.
don't go to a trophy shop to get your gun engraved unless they have an FFL. If they don't sell guns there, they can't engrave them.
Right.
So
Especially if you need your stuff NFA engraved.
the other thing is NFA engraving requires a certain depth.
Yep.
Which can only be achieved with certain types of lasers. And what we have is an 80-watt fiber optic MOPA, and it is made specifically to deep engraved metals and polymers. It can do a few other materials, but that's its primary focus. Now we use a blue diode laser for other things like wood, leathers, papers, organic materials. Great question. Yes. So here at the shop, we do NFA engraving, we do decorative engraving, and we do like relief cuts on slides where we window out a little bit so you can lose some weight on a competition gun.
Yeah.
We do front slide serrations on pistol slides that don't have front slide serrations. So if you want to be able to do a press check properly, and get a good grip on the gun, we can add those front slide serrations for you. Definitely check out our Instagram page as well to see a lot of our laser engraving work and our custom paint work. It's king.of.camo.
Yeah, Instagram.
Keegan is in South Africa. I don't know when we did our.
We always get some people from South Africa.
Yes.
So much love to you guys.
Absolutely. So we did the pin maps. I have pin maps set up in my shop. When we did the video for subscribers, I got a ton in from South Africa, and believe it or not, I get people in from South Africa that come into the shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but 16 degrees Celsius, screw you. Change it to Fahrenheit. I'm not doing it.
Metaverse says, "I'm sorry. Do you guys only hire handsome gentlemen?"
Oh, well, thank you.
You know who that is?
I
Have no idea.
born and bred for this.
Yeah. I mean, Dustin's been getting hit on like crazy.
Oh, really?
From a bunch of dudes.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Well, the ladies got to step it up.
that's what we said.
Sorry.
But we don't, only 3% of our viewership is ladies. So
Kyle Queen, what's up, brother? We love you too, man. Appreciate you.
best 30-06 on a budget is the Ruger American.
I would agree.
100%.
Yeah.
Ruger American, $500, you get an optic with it.
I can cut.
Yeah. You can be $850 all in with a
Yeah.
nice optic.
That is,
Fantastic.
Frank Wood says convicted felon 2024.
well, Country Rebel with the Delton. I wonder, it depends on how much you paid for that Delton. I guess that was his first AR, so we wanted to know if it was a good one. Is it Delton? Do they do carbon?
I'm not familiar.
I don't think. Not sure the
I thought theirs were or polymer. I thought theirs was a poly
Oh.
lower.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure because Delton. I think it's Delton and
I mean,
ATI
I think it's okay, but I wouldn't put it through any kind of like
stress.
you're not trying to stress
crazy
test it?
stress or mag dumps or anything like that because we've seen it here at the shop. People bring in polymer uppers and lowers all the time, and we see them. They crack easily. The heat affects them. You sometimes when
Cold
you're
for us.
right off the
Yeah.
bat when you're assembling it, you over tighten a barrel nut, and boom, you crack
Done.
the upper.
Yep.
So
Well,
yeah, I would stay away from polymer.
Dustin is going to be the first one to tell you stay away from poly because Dustin had an AR blow up at his hands. It was faulty ammo, and everything. And he had I'm going to DPMS.
Yeah.
I believe. But he had everything just come right out the mag well.
Oh wow.
And so he got lucky and he was holding onto the mag well. If it was a poly lower,
Yeah,
I think
He'd
he would have,
lost his hand.
yep, or a finger at least. I mean, he's got big, sexy bits.
Yeah, yeah.
So, as his glass says, and as he was so complimented by a very nice gentleman.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dustin, if you're
75
watching, hi.
Massachusetts. Good Lord. Can I come up there? Hang out?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my goodness. Love that.
Yeah, we're glad he's okay too. Dustin also took a steel core from an AK round to the abdomen.
Oh wow.
Good Lord.
It was a ricochet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I took a golf ball to the Kiwis once.
Oh yeah, you got shot in the nuts.
Oh,
By
We were,
accident.
we were doing the golf ball launcher video where we were testing it on the ballistic dummy skull.
Yeah.
And we gave Eric from Iraq veteran 88 the honors to shoot the skull. And so the first shot he took that was accurate hit the chin of the dummy, and
Mhm.
so there's not a whole lot of gel there, right? It's just bone.
Yeah.
It bounced right back at us. I was standing right next to him filming, and well, yeah, it hit me right in the kiwis.
Oh,
That was all right.
that's why no more kids.
Yeah, no, I was all right.
Well, that's one thing we learned. Me and
Wear a
Aaron-
cup?
Well, that. But we're also in agreement that if we are going to get shot, we would both rather get shot by a bullet, and we don't want to go.
Yeah, I'd rather you not shoot me with a golf ball. I'd rather you just go ahead and do it.
If
With
you guys haven't checked out that video,
Yeah.
bullet.
go check out the AR golf ball launcher video.
Well, Country Rebel, we were talking about the Ruger American rifle, so not the pistol.
And
Are you talking about the security?
the SR9, the Ruger SR9. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I don't know of a Ruger American 9.
What was Frank saying?
That's a comment.
Yeah, Frank, the 5.56 was made to wound and not kill. Yeah,
If you hit someone in the head with a 5.56, I'm pretty sure they'll go down. I don't think you'll be wounded
I'm
after
pretty
that.
certain.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
certain. I mean, almost any round, if you're accurate,
Yeah.
you can be very dead.
If you're fast and accurate, aim small, miss small. If you know what movie that is, comment it in chat.
well, I'm feeling a little patriotic with this holiday coming up. You might find myself in the woods with some hatchets.
Yeah, some hatchets and some flintlock muskets. If anybody has any black powder muskets, if you've seen our last live, you know that I love black powder firearms.
It's so dumb.
And
God
cannons.
fury for life.
Yeah.
You're a moron. I'm just gonna go ahead and block you because you're a moron.
Great Lakes AR-15. You guys familiar with that at all?
They got the Great Lakes AR.
I'm not either.
That's up your way. Dave.
Really, the Great Lakes?
Yeah,
They're up by there?
somewhere around that way.
Oh.
Right? Geography wise.
And hammer.
I don't even know where I'm at
That's
right
right. Well, just don't say anything stupid or insulting. Like we're taking the time out of our day to talk to you guys. And then there's people who get in here
Like we're legit guys. If you have questions,
dropping
we
all
want to
kinds
answer
of
your
stupid
questions.
comments.
Because this is the only day we get Dave in town, so we want to try and make sure if you guys have questions, you got the melting of the minds that figure out
Yeah.
whatever you need help with.
I'm
Yeah,
from
don't be a
states
douche
away.
canoe. Thank you.
I saw one on there, Stag AR or Daniel's Defense. I will say this about Stag: they do not back their product. So we had a lower. It was clearly so. It's it was a, what am I thinking of? Would they use a foundry? A poured,
Oh,
not a billet, but the other. Yeah, it's Sunday night. I'm
Words.
losing it.
we're tired.
I'm smart. Anyways, Dustin was knocking one of those pins out, and it just snapped the little. Again, I'm lost for words. Anyways,
The
the
takedown.
lower, yeah,
The takedown?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, the lower cracked, but you could tell it was an existing crack because of how it was poured, and so.
Oh, okay.
And so when we talked to Stag Arms about it, they refused to replace, look at, or refund anything. They were a bear to deal with, and I would question the quality based off of that.
My
You know,
opinion-
I would say that Daniel Defense's customer service is pretty badass, personally, only because we had a customer come in here with the Daniel Defense, so I think it was an MK18, and we needed to order a part for it. It was an OEM part, so I called wanting to order the part, and I told the customer service representative why I was calling. So I'm a gun store. Somebody brought me this gun. They need this part, and they sent it to me for free here at the shop. Not only did they send me one, but they sent me three just in case it ever happens again.
You know who they sound like they took off after for customer service?
Who's that?
High Point.
Oh, really?
Yep.
High Point's customer
It
service
is fucking fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, they're unbelievable. They didn't question one thing. Needed a takedown pin and tool, and they sent three, just like they did, and without no questions asked.
That's awesome.
Yeah, American made, lifetime warranty.
There's
Yeah.
that's funny.
Someone was asking me if we can if we have a car 98 here at the shop. I would love a car 98, but in a other sense, if you guys need a firearm, we're not like a standard gun store. We can order whatever you need, but we don't have
And
one in
car
stock.
98s don't come in regularly.
Hey, check
No.
this out. Chevy Guy 90. He says, "You're together?" Hell yeah. Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
we are. We're conjoined.
Dave has come down to Georgia and he has come to the shop to visit us. We've recorded some content today that you'll see in the coming days, 2 weeks. And yeah,
Very excited.
yeah, we're excited to have him.
It's been a long day.
It has. We're all very.
I love the platform. I love the name. That's right.
Y'all ever had any belt and bump fire gun?
Eat all the pecan pie.
Pecan pie. I'm more of a pumpkin guy myself.
You kind of hit the bell or the nail on the head there. Check out a coming short here in the next week or two.
Yep.
On D'Boss Camo.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we have been live for an hour and 7 minutes, 8
Wow.
minutes, and we have had some great questions. We really appreciate everybody that's come on here today to listen to us chit chat and hang
Chit-chat,
out on this live broadcast between the King of Camo and D'Boss Firearms. It's really cool that Dave came down here to visit. Dave, be a raccoon.
Raccoon's attack.
Yeah, but anyway,
It's been fantastic. Well, guys, we've got a lot of content coming in the coming weeks. If you guys haven't already checked out the auctions for either of us, check out our auctions because our next one's going to be going live in July. I think y'all are
Same.
going to have one going in
Same,
July.
same thing with the holiday and everything that's going on. I'm sure you guys are probably going to do the same. We're going to probably shoot for second to at the latest the third week of July.
Right.
Just depends on how much catch up we got to play after the holiday. But
Right. But guys, check it out. Also, check out our affiliates page. We were talking about like some brands that we work with that we like. Check out the affiliates page on our website at thekingofcamo.com. Click affiliates. All of them are right there. You get some awesome deals if you click on the logos. Dave, same for you.
yeah, why not? Give it a
But
shot.
it's gonna be really fun here in the next few weeks with some of the content we have planned. And stay tuned in the future because this is not the last. We have an event coming up in August that we're
And
gonna
now that
probably-
I know that we can do this together, we might have to do when I'm back at my shop.
Yeah, let's do it
We'll
more
get-
often.
We'll get Dustin on there and he
Yeah.
can give us his old Kentucky wisdom and
I can't wait.
That's awesome.
That's my bro.
yeah.
I
So-
get a BB gun. Well, you'll have to ask your mommy.
Thanks, nerds.
Nerds. The channels y'all rock. Well, thanks, Nerds with Guns. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody who stayed tuned and watched our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe both of our channels, please. We greatly appreciate it. We want all the D'Boss Firearms people to come visit our channel, and we want all of the people
King of
from our
Camo
channel to
go
go visit theirs. Don't forget to give them a subscription. They're awesome guys. We love them, and they're our friends. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.